The ad is starting now and will go for 180 seconds. Welcome in and thanks for joining today's Stream Elements. Welcome in and thanks for joining today, Rugmat. Welcome in and thanks for joining today, Rugmatter.
All right.
The ad is starting now and will
What?
go for 90 seconds.
We just had 3 minutes of ads, dude. Boom, 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 boom. Chat, I'm so tired today. Oh. I got some coffee though. I haven't had any coffee yet, so that's part of it. All right, 1 minute. Boom, 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 boom. 30 seconds. Boom, 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 ba-dum. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. We'll see if I can bring some of the usual energy, but I don't know. NZXT, show me the CPU temperature, not the liquid temperature, please. Bum 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 ba-dum bum 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 ba-dum bum 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 ba-dum bum 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 ba-bum bum 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 ba-dum bum 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 bum. Snooze them ads. Yeah, they should be done now. Okay. The whole handful of you. We're just gonna move along today. Okay. We're gonna move it along. It's time. Glad to have you here, though. Appreciate you, May, joining from Mobile Rugmat, popping in with the random sound effects that's tailored to the sound effects of this channel. That's freaking cool. Thanks for being cool, Rugmat. Anybody else that might be lurking, hanging out? We'll see what we do today. Okay. Hi, Mom.
Welcome in and thanks for joining today's Zulker Jack.
Hey, welcome in, Jax. Happy to have you here. intro dance. Claps. Internet went down. Ugh.
Welcome in and thanks for joining today, Todd Codes.
Hey, Todd Codes. Good to see you, buddy. Awkward stairs. So tired.
Welcome in and thanks for joining today, Freckberg. Welcome in and thanks for joining today, Bioco.
Biocow. Todd Codes. Freckberg. It did briefly. Sorry, Rugmat. I'm going to reimburse you for it, though, because you didn't get to fully enjoy it. Oh, there. Oh, there. There it goes again. We'll just stay here. Now I just look like an idiot. Woo! Cameras off so they don't overheat. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Happy to have you. Shutting it all down. Torso shot for May. And we're set. Welcome into the Clarkio Shenanigans Show. I'm your host, Clarkio. We're here every Friday at 12:30-ish p.m. Eastern Time on twitch.tv/ClarkIO, youtube.com/ClarkIO. Appreciate you being here. Thanks for being in early for the early bird special, you maniacs. It's good to be here. It's good to be here. Happy to be here. Tired. Sick and tired of being tired. How goes things? We'll get into that shortly. Thank you for asking, though, BioCow. How are things with you? Let's get our wins of the week queued up while I'm just opening up the stream here. If you don't know what that is, !WOTW. Speaking of that, this is how we're going to flow if you're new here, okay? We start off just chatting, talking about wins of the week. You could use that command, !WOTW, to understand that a bit better. Then we get into Wordle connections and potentially words on stream, where we play together, that type of thing. And then we get into the technical portion of the stream, where we are building stuff. And lately I've been leveraging AI to help me out with building all kinds of stuff. The words on stream helper tool, a Discord Wordle bot, a connections Wordle bot, or Discord connections bot, but we haven't deployed that. And all that. Okay. So that's what you have in store. If any or all of that interests you, I hope you stick around and hang out. If not, maybe you can catch a future stream. I'll see you there, and have a good rest of your Friday and weekend. All right. Jimmy. Music's too loud in my ear holes. There we go. Is it too loud for you all? How do you feel? What's the volume for you? Oh, it was all right for you. It's 20%. Okay. Frackberg, not really feeling wins today. Yeah, man, I just saw your message in the Discord. I'm sorry to hear about Goober. That sucks. I feel for you and the family. If you're on, so this happened while you're on vacation? Was Goober with you on vacation at least? Or is this happening while you're gone, dude? Because that's like even more of a bummer. I'm super sad about that. No, he's not. So it all happened while, did it happen before? Did it happen while you're on vacation? Damn. That's rough. Goober's a dog, by the way, folks. If you didn't pick up on that. Ooh, sorry about that. I was not expecting that to happen. Just in for the dance today. On vacation with the wife. Yeah. Frackberg, enjoy the vacation, dude. Appreciate you popping in, though. Todd Coes, is it Friday yet? Clark, yeah. What's happening? What's happening? A lot's happening, sir. It's good to see you. Thank you for being here. It is Friday, too. What you win in the week, Todd Codes. May says, so internet went down at 9:45. Says we'll be down till 4. Now internet is on, but get message and it might go down. Dang, Comcast. Comcast does it again. Sorry to hear that, May. But happy to have you here. Appreciate you tuning in. And you got the stream streak I saw, too, right? Was it you or somebody else? Yeah, 35 stream streak. 35. Appreciate that. You know, it's funny. I think about streaming other days of the week, but I know you and like Roy Lisi and I don't expect that. And I don't want to catch you all off guard and like break your streak on you because of me, you know? So, no, Dumb Dog couldn't handle one night without us. Aw. I mean that in the most joking way. Yeah, I got you. Oh, man. Dude, that's so rough. You have somebody watching your dog for you, right? Wait, was this at the freaking... Hold on. All right. Spill the bean. Well, it's up to you, Frackberg, if you want to talk about this, man. If you want to let it out here with us, that's cool. If not... Oh, my boys were with him. Oh, gosh, dude. That's so awful. That was our biggest fear with Max. We had like, you know, it was like his last year of life, and that entire time we knew like he was getting old. Yeah, we knew. Well, not that we knew. Of course he was getting old. We knew that. Everybody knows that. We knew that he was getting towards the end of his life type of thing, and it was a constant fear of ours if we went away that he would pass while we were away. Thankfully, that did not happen because we have, in terms of. So, like, with our dogs, I can't put them in a kennel place or anything like that because anytime we've done that in the past, it's just they come back and they're not themselves. We've tried different places, different dog daycare things, and nothing worked. So, we stopped doing that, and we would have either a family member, Mrs. Clarkio's sister, like, come watch the dog, stay here basically while we were gone, that type of thing, or we end up getting 2 other folks that we came across that do dog sitting type of thing where they'll stay in the house while we're gone type of thing. And I like that too because then the house is not just sitting empty, you know, while we're gone. It makes me feel way better about going on trips. You know, there's activity, there's people moving around in the house type of thing, and I don't have to worry about somebody scoping it out type of, you know, situation. He wasn't alone. He passed at home. Okay, that's good to hear. I'm just sad I wasn't there for him. Yeah, man. I knew it was coming, but he had been having several good days, so I was less worried. Yeah, that's what they do. It's crazy. They'll have like they'll trick you. They'll have like a bad day, and then all of a sudden they're having great days, and they're just little chicken. You know? Because says, I feel you. I left Hawaii vacation early to come home for. Oh, dude, that's so rough. I'm sorry to hear about everybody's dog losses, man. That's no bueno. No bueno. We'll miss Goober with you, man. We'll miss Goober. How do I segue out of that now? I don't know. There is no way. We're talking wins of the week though, okay? Anybody got some wins of the week to share? Let's hear it in the chat. Let's brighten the day up. This was years ago. Yeah, I got you, Bike. I was still sorry to hear about that loss. We had our oldest dog, Max, who was a pug beagle mix, a puggle. He passed away around June of last year, I want to say. That was hard, so hard. You know what, Frackberg? Glass half full situation. Like, I know you wanted to be there for him, but it would have been like, even harder on you. I don't know. I don't even know what that. I take that back, man. I don't know. I don't know how I would feel if I was away and my dog passed away versus being there when it happened. My thought process was to try and think of a positive there, but it's like that. Why am I doing that? That's toxic. So sorry about that. But what I was going to get into in regard to that was it was so hard to go to the vet and put them down type of thing, you know. Thanks, Frackbart. So I was kind of I was reflecting on that experience and thinking like maybe it wouldn't be as bad if I was away and it happened, but no, that's kind of shitty. You know, like you want to be there. It's your family dog, part of the family. So, yeah. Anyway, my bad on that. But anyway, that was years ago back. I said win of the week. Built a third wheel for my garbage. All right. I started off in case you weren't here at the very beginning of the stream where I was just talking on the mic and there was no camera on. I was saying how tired I am. I'm super tired. Coffee's starting to, you know, work or help out or at least make me conscious. Your current dog sitter's dog's name is Goober? Wow. That's a funny coincidence. All right, so BioCow's win of the week. Built a third wheel for your garbage can out of a 2x4 and cheap caster so it's easier to roll a quarter mile to the end of my road. Wow. Hey, congrats on that. Thanks for sharing. Love little DIY projects. Love a little DIY. Oh my gosh. What is wrong with me? I know what's wrong. Sleep. I want to fix my camera. I feel like it's not filling the screen the way it's supposed to. There we go. Okay, that seems better to me. It will be an interesting stream. Yeah, May. We might have to have a shorty stream today. We'll see. All right, so you are tired. This will be a good stream, says Bio. We got 2 votes for that, huh? Todd Codes, win of the week for me, became a grandfather for the 3rd time. That's awesome to hear. Thanks for sharing and congrats on that. All right. Any other wins of the week? Drop them in the chat. I'll talk a little bit. So my win of the week, one is I knocked out 2 gym sessions this week again. So keeping consistent with my goal of having it at least twice a week. And that's even with things messing with the schedule this week. So normally I like to go Mondays and Thursdays, but I went Wednesday and this morning. This morning might not have been the best idea. It felt like it was great in the session, but now afterwards I'm like, right, on top of like a little bit less sleep, a little bit sleep deprived. Although, what did I get last night? I think I got a decent amount last night for me. Let me see, chat. Let me see. Yeah, so actually last night was good, but the night before was 4 hours and 41 minutes. And then the night before, so like 2 nights this week, I had only gotten about 4 to 5 hours of sleep, where normally I get like 6 to 7 hours of sleep. I don't know what's been going on with me, but the nights where I've gotten like the 4 to 5 hours of sleep, I wake up in the middle of the night and then I can't go back to sleep. Like I wake up to go pee or something and I can't go back to sleep. That's been the case. But I did have one day in the middle of that, April, that was last weekend, I want to say. I did have, that was a win from the week where I almost had 8 hours of sleep. It was over the weekend though, 7 hours and 51 minutes. That felt great that day. I felt like $1 million that day. You know? But I average about 6 to 6.5 hours of sleep, I want to say, every night during the week. But last night I got 6 hours 45 minutes, but I'm just shot. because it's just like the cumulative of all of it, you know. So yeah, but still win of the week, no matter what. Still push through. Went to the gym anyway. Got some good work done. We got a fun video coming out on model context protocol this upcoming Monday. I'm really happy with. Put a lot of research and time into trying things out and learning about it myself before making the video. So I'm excited about that one. What else is going on? So that's all with work. Speaking of, shout out to Sneak, my company, snyk.io. You can check them out. Developer security platform and AI security. And they do not endorse, sponsor, or condone my behavior. No, I'm just kidding about that. They don't endorse or sponsor, but my leadership affords me the time on Friday afternoons to do these live streams to keep my skills up. So big shout out to them, and thank you to Sneak. We have a lot going on with work in that regard.
Today,
we have a lot of work going on there, so I'm excited about that. All AI security stuff too, which has been fun and interesting for me. Dubsman, win of the day. Just swapped that.
Thank you for the 66 long.
Ooh, and the 66 prime sub from Dubsman. Thank you, buddy. Win of the day. Just swapped out components in my kitchen faucet, and it works. No more drips. I'm glad to hear that. I know you were telling me about that earlier in the week. Congrats on that, man. Thank you for sharing. Round of applause for Dubsman. Todd Codes, you lost your mind. Why would you cheer 100 bits? Thank you for that. That's very kind of you. I feel a little bad for Gizmo, the other dog, because Goober is gone and we aren't there. Oh, man, yeah. You know what's funny about that? Or not funny about that. Why do I keep doing this? Crackberg, please forgive me. I'm an idiot today, okay? With my words. What's interesting about that in my situation, because like you, I have the two dogs and the one passed. Bauer is such a doofus. I don't know that it really hit him that much. That's what I'm getting at. So if Gizmo is a doofus too, you know. But yeah, I feel you on that. Like, some dogs, like, really... I think Bauer kind of knew. But he's such a goofball. Like, he seems oblivious to things at times, you know? So, I never had it to begin with. Okay, tacos. I feel a little... I never read that. What else? I think I missed some other things in chat, too. Dusman, you want to come fix my... I have a bathroom faucet that I changed the cartridge out on. And it's still... And it, like, was fixed for a little while. And then the kids or something, like, smacked it or whatever. And it started leaking again. And it's only one... So it's one of those single stem faucets. Like, so it's not the two handles, the one handle that you pull up and turn type of thing. And so what I did was to deal with it. It was only on the... It would only happen when the faucet was turned to the hot side. So what I did was I just pulled the socket for to block out the hot water on that sink, because we got two sinks in that bathroom. So that was my fix. There you go. Plumber Man, Clarkio. I did change the cartridge out inside of the valve thing inside the stem of the faucet, but no luck. Well, I mean, it worked a little bit for like a day. Have a great stream, Clarkio. Got a jet. All right, Todd Codes. Appreciate you, buddy. I'd love to. Pay me for my trip. For sure. Let's do it. Make it happen. I think I'm all caught up then. So, yeah, win of the week. 2 gym sessions. Keeping to my goal of twice a week. Loss, or not loss of the week, but like bummer of the week. Mrs. Clarkio has been sick the past 2 days. So been just trying to help her get back to her old self, get her health back up. The kids have been great with trying to help her out too with that. And
thank you, Todd Codes. Tier 1 gift sub to NMC Kenny.
Thank you for that gifted sub, Todd Codes. It's very generous of you. 100 bits and a gifted sub, dang man. That's kind of you. Appreciate it. Have a good rest of your Friday and weekend if we don't see you, Talk Codes. So yeah, she's been sick. And what else? What else is going on? I said work's going good. Gym stuff going good. Had that one night where I had nearly 8 hours of sleep, which was good, but messed it up since then. I'm trying to think what else is going on that's win of the week. Been very productive week, I'll put it that way. Very productive week. So
Bioko lost their mind and just cheered 110 bits.
Not 10 upping anyone, that's just all I got.
And is at level 1. Thank you.
Thanks, Bioko. That's very kind of you too. Madman. Oh, you started the hype train. Is that what it was? Yeah, level 1 hype train. 75%. You maniacs. On such a weird stream for me. Like, I'm not on my game. I'm totally like losing my mind and not able to like speak clearly or think straight. And this is the type of stream where you're all doing this stuff. You maniacs. Thank you. It's very kind. All right. I have some other news I know I've been teasing. Basically, I think what I'm going to do is, like, I'm not going to tell you. I'm just going to show you. You're just going to notice when I stream what the thing is that has been going on in my life. In my life that is going to change. A good change. A positive thing. So, you'll see soon. Soon enough. It's just going to take a little bit of time. All right. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I'm missing out on. My parents might come visit. My dad called yesterday saying that he was interested. He was wanting to come visit and hang out and help out with some stuff and see the grandkids. So that's exciting. He's going to talk to my mom and see if they can get some time off about doing that. Yeah. And then outside of Mrs. Clarkio being sick, everyone else is happy and healthy, doing well. Kids are doing great, growing up fast. Especially my youngest. We always tell her, we're like, you're our baby. Don't grow up. She's getting taller and lankier and smarter, and it's just wild to see, man. Wild to see. But also kind of, you know, those of you that are parents, also kind of sad to see, knowing that that's like the last kid you're having. So it is what it is. This is part of life. All right, let's play Wordle. I'm done talking. If you got any more wins of the week, drop them in the chat. Love to hear them. Otherwise, no worries. You can drop them anytime in the stream. You don't have to drop them when we're doing this segment of it. That's the usual spiel I say, but in different words. And that's about that. All right. Wordle. Where are we at with the Wordle chat? You all are kicking my butt. If you're new here and you don't know what I'm talking about, let me share my screen. And you can see. Oh, I always do this. Lost helper, turn that off.
Welcome in and thanks for joining today, SMC Mai.
Welcome back, May. Is that over on YouTube? Yeah, that's why. Good to see you. Thank you for watching on both platforms, May. You're the bomb diggity. All right. Today, as of today, you all are up by 6. Okay, the way it works is if I guess the Wordle word in 3 or less guesses, I get a point. If it takes me more than that, you get a point. If I fail completely, which happened for the first time this year, damn it, you all get 3 points. So you're up 6 to 12, and overall you're up 37 to 26. So congrats on that. Happy for you. So happy for you. Can you see it in my face? All right, let's get it. Let's see. Shart. Always start with shart. We used to start with fart. Fart, or farts rather. But plural words will never be the starting word. So we've moved on. Oh, okay. We got, it could be CH.
An ad is about to start in 2 minutes on Twitch.
Cheese. It's chime. No, chice. There's got to be an S in there. Chisel. Chiseled abs. Crit. Chris. Frisky. Whisk. Whisk. Ooh. I'm going with that. Oh! I thought I had it there, chat, in 2. That would have been sick. Ooh. What is this word, though? Wesh? Wisp. Wasp. That's not how you spell wasp.
An ad is about to start in 1 minute on Twitch. Holy shit, a hype train just ended at 76%.
Language!
And had 1 crazy people participating.
1 crazy people, there was more than 1. Oh, what? Whoosh. Whoosh. Whoa. Did he say what I thought yeah. He said, holy shit. Crazy people. Something hype train or whatever. Wait. I don't know what this could be. The word is not standing out to me. I need more coffee. Is it E? West? Wesh? No. What fudge is this? What? Wasp. But like wasp was spelled W-A-S-P. So that can't be it, right? West. There's no K. What could it end in? 2 S's? No. What is this song? Wessum? You got it, BioCow? Good for you. I'm happy for you. Rub it in. Is it ending in an H? Wish? What? You know, like folks that pronounce the WH words with the H first. When? What? Wow. Wow. Whoa. Whoa. It's funny, they'll say, well, actually, you know who? You know, I don't blame those people.
The ad is starting now and we'll go for
Oh, get out of here. Who? Is not pronounced how it's spelled, you know? How can we give people... It's WH_S_... Oh, get out of here. Wow. Oh, wow. Oh. Oh, you know it. Oh, wow. Oh, wait. Wow.
Wow.
I think it's, what is it, Owen Wilson? Wow. That's the one I was going for. Wow, I can't believe I remember that. Wow. When we something S-E. Wise. Hose. Wissy? Wassy? Wussy?
Welcome in and thank
What's up, JT?
you.
Schmerple. Man, I'll never forget that, huh? Schmerple. That was a long discussion, wasn't it? Who's? Duh! Oh my gosh! I'm embarrassed at how long it took me to get that. I'm so... If that isn't proof... Oh my gosh. Chat, if that is not proof that I am off my game today, I don't know what else will show you that. Holy shnikes, Batman. How am I going to code? You were so close for a second. Yeah. Oh my goodness. That was terrible. That had to be terrible to watch. But I get a point, so put that in your pipe and smoke it, punks. Yeah, 7. Ooh, today we're in May. We're in May. May. Are you happy when it's May? Does it brighten your day? Wouldn't you say?
Welcome in and thanks for joining today, Parker.
You're gonna roll around in some hay? Is it May Day? It might be May Day. May's Day for sure. I don't know if May's internet might have dropped. 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, connections time. Thank you, Deep Harbor. Good to see you, by the way. JT says May is best month. May is birthday month. Ooh. May says, of course. Of course. Did you like my little my poem or rhyme for you, May? All right. This is so bright. Oh my gosh, that reminds me. Okay, I have a story to tell. So I'm with the kids yesterday, and I was picking up some food from them. For them. Okay, they're in the car with me. I got my 2 kids and then my oldest neighbor friend, and we're grabbing dinner at a fast food restaurant. I'm in the drive-thru. Okay, I don't know about you all. We're going into talk mode for a second for this. I don't know about you all. Yes, beautiful rhyme. I'm glad to hear that, May. But something is definitely going on with service at places in general, at places of business. This dude in the that was manning the drive-through terminal, okay? I don't know if it was his first day. I don't know if he was on something. I don't know if something else was going on, but holy moly, I've never experienced such a fumble of a fairly simple order. Okay? I'm going to rattle off, like, I don't remember exactly what we got, but we got, like, nuggets and fries, a meal for the kids. I got a burger and fries with a drink. And then Mrs. Clarkia wanted me to grab, like, another, like, chicken sandwich or something like that. No drink. 3 things. I stated all that, and the guy goes, okay, so I got a chicken sandwich, fries, no drink. Is that all? I'm like, no, what about everything else? He's like, oh, I didn't get that. And I'm like, okay. I'll have the nuggets with fries, no drink, and I'll have a burger, fries, and a drink. And he goes, okay, come up to the window for your total. I was like, I'm not looking forward to this. So then he's helping other people in front of us. It takes a little while. Then I get up there, and the guy goes, oh, your order is like, I don't know, it was like $30 or something like that. I don't remember exactly, but he tells me how much it is. And then he goes to ask for the credit card. I'm like, can you confirm the order first? So really, like, I'm being kind, you know. I'm like trying to give him the benefit of the doubt here. And then he goes and he reads it off, and he goes, I got a large Coke, a medium Coke, a chicken sandwich with fries, the burger with fries, and the nugget meal with fries. And I'm like, I don't even bother to try to correct him. I'm just like, okay, sounds good. I wanted I think I told him root beer actually instead of Coke too. So that was the other thing. So I'm like, okay, yeah, here's a card. We'll pay for it. So then he's like, then he stops talking to me and he goes to take the next person's order, which is not abnormal, but like it takes a while. And then he goes to start filling a drink, and like I just wanted a small soda. Like I needed like a little bit more of a, you know, little treat to myself for all the work and productivity I've been doing. He goes and grabs like the biggest cup that they have. Like it's just ridiculously large. That's another thing that's going on with like restaurants and the sizes of drinks and stuff like that. Like holy cow. So anyway, he grabs the largest one and he starts filling it with Coke, and I'm like, no, that's it should be a root beer or whatever. He didn't hear me or anything. Well, actually, no. Let me. There's more to this that like just solidifies the situation. Okay, or what's going on here? He goes and puts ice in the cup. Like, and I could see all this. He puts ice in the cup, and then he puts it on the soda machine. It's one of those mix machines where you can just do anything on there. He leaves it there. Then he goes and does the next person's order. That's what it was. Then he finishes their order. He comes back to the soda machine. He dumps the ice, puts the cup back in the same spot, which was the Coke spot, and he fills it to the brim, basically. He lets it run, and then he goes back to the computer to like do something with another order. And it like that one, I don't know, it just had maybe had a sensor or whatever, but like got to the top, but spilled over a bit. So then he goes back over to it, and he takes a lid and he swipes off the foam off the top of it into the, you know, the splash tray. I'm like, oh, okay, that's kind of nice. Although that whole outside is going to be sticky at this point because it's got soda everywhere. So then he dumps some of the soda out, puts it back in the spot again, presses the button to start, like he's just tapping it a little bit to fill it in. And then he did that like a couple of times too. And I'm like, what is this guy doing? I don't understand. I'm not like getting mad. I'm baffled. I'm like, what is going on? I'm getting a little frustrated with the kids because the kids are getting you know, of course they're getting like, what's going on? Why are we still sitting here for so long? So they're getting antsy about it. They're hungry, you know? So I'm like, you know, come on kids, let's quiet down. We're almost done. We're going to get going home in a minute here, you know, that type of thing. So I'm kind of like trying to keep them at bay, but also like observe what the heck is going on here. So then he ends up finishing that, and then he starts going to he fills up a freaking Frosty, like the tiniest Frosty ever, and he goes to hand me the Frosty, and I'm like, dude, I didn't order Frosty. No, I don't want that. I'm like, I just got a root beer. He's like, okay, I'll get you your Coke. I'm like, okay. I'm like, all right, dude, yeah, I'll take the Coke. Then somebody else comes over, like a manager or whatever, and I kind of briefly heard, he's like, you got to get these people moving. You got to give them their food now. And he's like, okay, you know. And then he ends up grabbing, we had like 3 bags. He gives me that, and he goes, okay, I'm gonna get you your Coke. And I'm like, no, it's okay. It's like he starts filling it up, and I just start driving away. I'm like, it's okay, man, I don't need it. Don't worry about it. I just wanted the one drink anyway. I wanted root beer. I thought he'd give me root beer. I get home and I take a sip of it and it's Coke, and I'm like, this is the icing on the cake of the whole experience. But what is going on? I share that because that's not the only time this has happened in the past like year or so, I want to say. It's just like something's going on with the kids, with the young adults. I know I sound like an old curmudgeon at this point in time, but my goodness. It's funny because I have a buddy that's a little bit older, that's and he like runs a business type of thing, and he's hired, you know, younger kids like out of college or high school and stuff like that to help him with work in his business or whatever. And he's like, he has bitched. Sorry, excuse my language. I'm totally off my game today. Dang, I'm slipping up big time. He has, you know, vented to me. That's a better word. Vented to me. Sorry if you got any kids that are over here in that, folks. He has vented to me about the young adults that he's hired and their work ethic and stuff like that. And I always kind of took it with a grain of salt. I'm like, yeah, you know, because he, you know.
Welcome in and thanks for joining today, Ordinary Gamer 30.
Sounds that they hired a former federal employee, Capo. I don't know what you mean by that, Ordinary Gamer. Good to see you though. Welcome in. So yeah, he vented to me about like their work ethic and stuff like that for the next generation or whatever, and I'm just like taking it with a grain of salt. I'm like, okay, you know, I hear you. It is what it is. And then, but then I start experiencing this now, and I'm like, maybe he's got a point. You know. So anyway, that was my experience ordering some fast food last night, and I was just like blown away. The whole time I'm texting Mrs. Clark, I'm like, I'm sorry, honey, it's taking a while. You know, this is what's going on. Even my oldest, who was sitting right behind me, she was like, what is going on with that guy, Daddy? I'm like, I don't know, honey. And I said the same thing I said to you all. I'm like, either he's new to the job or I don't know, like, you know, or he's just struggling to learn everything and stick with it, or he's got something else going on. I don't know. So, yeah. That was an interesting experience. All right. Anyway, done with story time. Sorry for the slip up on the language there. All right, here we go. Back to connections. If you're still here, I feel like people are here to watch a train wreck, basically right now. Watching for more slip ups. From a recent conference, Boomers slash Gen X say Gen Z is lazy because they don't try, but they're being told your jobs will be replaced with AI and Social Security is drying up, so why try? Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm saying. That's why I kind of took it with a grain of salt with when my buddy was talking about, like, he's not, I think he's not a boomer. I would say he's, what is it, Gen X? Like, I'm millennial. I'm not telling you my exact age. You can figure it out. I'm a millennial. I'm in the millennial range. Me and Cater age. And he is, yeah, he's Gen X. So I guess that fits in the same category that you're talking about there, BioCow. So that's why I kind of took it with a grain of salt, because I'm like, you know, they're kids. I'm sure when you were a kid, there were things that you slacked off on and didn't try it, and there's things that you tried hard at, you know. You're Gen X, 90s is best. Good for you, BioCow. I'm happy for you. That's what I'm trying to say, BioCow, is like, every kid's going to be different too. But I don't know. Something's going on. Millennials were told we won't have Social Security either.
Welcome.
That's true.
Thanks for joining Today Code with CN.
We've yet to see, though, it's Stubbsman. We've yet to see if we will have Social Security or not. What's up, Coach Sean? Good to see you. How are you? Wait a minute, though. How are you Gen X, BioCow? You must be like late 90s. I'm not asking you. I'm just thinking because I have like family members that are in the 90s and they're considered millennial. I forget what the cutoff date is on that. In general, I hate when people generalize. Yeah, no, I know. That's why I'm like, I'm not saying that, what am I trying to say here? I think something's going on, though, in like certain industries and certain folks that are like fulfilling those jobs in those industries. One of them being like the restaurant industry, fast food industry, that type of thing. You know? But so here's the thing, though. I think it matters the restaurant you go to. Like, if I go to Chick-fil-A, those kids, they're on top of their stuff there. They're, you know, they know what they're doing. There's, you know, like, I don't know. There's a different kind of, but that's just one Chick-fil-A too. Like, I could go to another Chick-fil-A and get a totally different experience. That's like, oh man, for years now, there's a Chipotle. Like, my wife and I do enjoy Chipotle, but the one that's in, you know, decent distance from us to get, we avoid and go to one that's farther away, because the one that's closer to us has always employed like high school kids or something, and it's always been bad. It's always been bad, like for years. Not even just like a Gen X versus a generational generalization thing. Like, prior to even this situation, it's always been bad there. Sometimes on a rare occasion we'll have good, you know, good results in the food that we order. And what I'm talking about is if you go there and order, it's not like that. You don't get that type of like bad experience. It's when you order out type of thing, or order ahead and pick it up, that place, that particular Chipotle would always result in like a terrible situation. They would get the order wrong. It would just look like crap and like mushed together. It was just not the standard that Chipotle stands for, whatever that might be, you know. But like, that's the thing. So anyway, yeah, something's going on. Maybe it's the management at these companies, you know. So all right, let's get what else did I miss here? Code which CN, generally speaking. May, you're a boomer. That's okay, May. What else did I miss here? Yeah, we still got to see if we're gonna have if millennials or I guess Gen Xers. Are Gen Xers at the point where they can start collecting Social Security yet? Boomers are definitely collecting Social Security right now. Boomers are definitely collecting. I know that. I don't know if any Gen Xers have reached that mark to be able to start collecting. Waves fist. Get off my digital lawn, me at my fine age. It's all good, Coach Sean. Well, you know what's nice about all this? Hearing everybody kind of giving a general idea of their age. I like that there's a wide range of ages in the chat here and watching the stream. That seems awesome to me. You know? This is pretty cool. That people of all different ages can enjoy the type of stream that I put on here. Thanks for that, everybody. Appreciate you all. What did I miss in chat so far? Because my sister is Gen X and about 6 years older than I, but still 5 to 8 years from retirement. Okay, interesting. So soon they'll get Social Security. Okay. D. Parvin says it all depends on 3 things: the training they get, how long they've been working there, how good of a work ethic the person there has. Yeah. No, that's a very good way to put it. Exactly. Ordinary Gamer says, in my area, it's pizza places and the resealable food bags. That's where you have issues. Podcast says, I graduated high school early 90s. You can do the math. Wait, so how are you... Am I mixing things up in my mind? Is my brain not braining? What'd you say you were? You said you were Gen X or Gen Z? You're Gen X. Okay, I don't know why I was thinking you're Gen Z. I'm mixing those up. I mix up Gen X and Gen Z. Whereas like thinking Gen X is the one after me as millennial, and then Gen Z, which makes no sense, right? Like, and Gen Z being the one that's ahead of me. Oh my gosh, my bad, BioCow. Brace pop. Okay, let's do this. Brace prop post support. Let's send that in from code with CN. In my areas, pizza places. I read that. Dubsman says, I've lived under the assumption that I won't receive any Social Security. That has helped me to focus on retirement earlier than expected. If I get it, sweet. Yeah, but we're paying into it, dude. I want my money back, at least. You know what I'm saying? If I, like, anyone that pays into Social Security should at least get their money back, right? Otherwise, what are we doing? One would think. Right. Like, if I'm going to pay into it, like, so with taxes, I'm paying into that, and in various ways, whether directly or indirectly, I'm getting my money back on that. Like, for me, like, my property taxes, paying towards my kids' schools. Right? It's paying towards the infrastructure in my area to keep up to date, that type of thing, right? So, like, I see the benefit, I can see the tangible benefits of that sort of thing. As you go up to, you know, broader spaces, state and federal level, right? There's definitely, that can be debatable. I get that. But local, I'm at least seeing direct impact on that, and then other things indirectly. And there's things that are in place that, like, should something happen, right? Like, I will be able to take advantage of those benefits because of me being a citizen that has paid taxes all these years, right? So, like, I, at least with taxes, feel somewhat better about that. Whereas, like, if Social Security, I'm paying into it all these years.
Thanks for joining today, Kotoden.
You know, if I'm paying Social Security all these years, I should at least, like, the expectation of that is you get the benefit back, like money, when I retire, or at least, like, maybe they get rid of it, they at least give everybody their money back, right? Or am I just giving out a free loan? Not a free loan, I guess, because I guess I got to understand the Social Security system more, because, like, is the money that I'm putting into it actually supporting, like, the generations ahead of me? But no, they put in money into the Social Security, right? Before. So they're benefiting from the money that they put in when they were in their working years now. So that's the idea, is like the money I'm putting into it is just being stored and collecting interest or something so that it can then pay out later on in my life. There's more money out than in. Is that the case, Kobachan? So then, in order to support, wow, why would that be? Oh, I don't want to get into the weeds of this. I don't know if I want to get. Hey, what's up, Kotodon? I'm doing well. Thank you for. I'm doing well, generally speaking, but I'm off my game today because I'm just, like, pretty tired and worn out. It's just been a busy week type of thing, and my sleep has been off. Although I got a good amount of sleep last night, it just still hasn't caught up fully. So just a heads up on that, Kododon. It's not going to be my usual level of quality, although it seems to be really working for people today. I don't know why. What did I miss in chat? It's XYZ. Thank you, Bio. Millennial is also sometimes called Gen Y. Oh, really? Yeah, that's really, you know, like we're like Gen X. We go boomers, then we go Gen X, then we're like, oh, millennials. And now we're going to go Gen Z. Right? Like that type of thing. Who names these generations? Who names them? I want to know. Desmond says, I know what you're saying. JT says, one would think. BioCow. And now I believe Alpha. They started numbering at X. Oh, so now it's Gen A is after Gen Z. Okay. Great. Great way to name things. Long-lived Ponzi scheme. The Social Security numbers? Coach Sean says, nope, you're paying for the current need/draws of Social Security. Oh, wonderful. So I got to depend. Oh, okay, great. So I got to depend on the generations after me to pay into the Social Security system to support me when I'm old and retired. At least to some degree. I don't honestly, I mean, to Dubsman, to your point, obviously I am doing things to plan for my future retirement in other ways with investments and 401ks and that type of thing, right? So there is that I'm trying to do that will cover me and my family as best we can handle or do with that. But at the same time, that, like, Social Security is not cheap. Takes out a good portion of my check. It won't be there when we're old enough to need it. How can you be so sure, though? Go with Sean. I feel like people are very in that regard. Like, there's a lot of people that are like, no, we'll have it, and then there's a lot of people that are like, no, it's definitely not going to be there for us. I feel like if anyone gets rid of it, they're going to be in big trouble. Like, it's gonna hurt their reputation big time, right? If they care or not, that is. Or just long-lived gross mismanagement. Yeah, like, that's frustrating then, if that's the case. Dubsman. Wondering if says the pizza won't be sliced. The resealable food products seal seems to always mess up. Yeah. Last one may be my fault. I don't know. LOL. No, I'm with you on that. A lot of times resealable food products are really hard to close up. Yeah. Dosman says, but at some point Social Security started, so it must have supported some individuals that didn't pay into it, maybe? Yeah, I guess I gotta learn more about it. I just pay my dues, you know? I'm just like, whatever. This is what I'm supposed to do. This is what we do as citizens in the United States of America. And I play my part, you know? In that regard, at least. You know, like, what I'm supposed to do. I mean, it's all I ever known, so... so it would have always been behind in that regard. Yeah, I get what you're saying. Kododon says it's Friday. You're allowed to be a lump today. Thanks. Biocast says dangerously politics adjacent. Right. That's why I'm like, I don't want to get into that aspect of it. Cobra Sean says Social Security money comes from working force, which is decreasing. The need for Social Security money is increasing. One reason is rate of inflation. You know, you bring up a good point with that too, right? Like, because the whole, you think, you know, if you factor into that, what's going on in AI with AI, and to be very clear, when I say AI, folks, I'm using that as an overloaded term for large language models. We don't actually have artificial intelligence at this point in time. At the point in time of this stream and recording of the stream when you're watching this, we do not have artificial intelligence. We have large language models that are capable of doing things adjacent to that, but we don't have true artificial intelligence, as far as I know.
About to start in 10 minutes on Twitch.
That said, as things progress with AI, again, generally speaking with that, maybe we do get to true artificial intelligence, Maybe we do get to a point where then it's like replacing a lot of jobs. And then then what's going to contribute to Social Security? That it goes to the decreasing workforce. I don't know. That's kind of wild to think about. I don't know what to think there. Other than we need to prepare. We need to start thinking about preparing now, folks. Tell you that much. Deep Harvin says the money you put in goes into a fund that supports the current recipients. If more goes in than comes out, that is great. If there is less going in than out, then at some point the money will run out. Yeah. So who's keeping track of that? Are there like, there's got to be public reports of that, right?
An ad is about to start in 1 minute on Twitch.
I feel like there should be transparency around that, but I don't know about that one. CN. Yep, we have to depend on younger gens, but mainly our own investments / 401k, etc. I'd rather assume it won't be there and build my own retirement than to assume it'll be there and not do enough for my future. Right. Yeah, I'm with you on that. Same with Dubsman. Are people living longer as well? That's a good point. I don't know. I feel like that's up for debate too. Depending on data sources, right? All right. Keep the conversation going. That's fine. I caught up in chat, though, and I got nothing more to add to it right now. So I'm going to go into connections here. Torso? Rib. No. Link? Wing? Rib? Breast? Where's breast? I'm thinking chicken. Different chicken. Food chickens. Technical term right there. Statue. Dog, goose. Break, link, bust, statue. Break, link, bust, statue. Okay, let's try. I think statue and bust might go together, right? Because like you think like a head, but like just the head of a statue is a bust, right? Then we have statue, but I don't know what else would go with that. Statue, bust, torso, relief. Statue, bust, torso, relief. I don't know, but what is that? Kinds of carvings. What's relief? And torso.
The ad is starting now and will go for 90 seconds.
What's relief and torso, RugMatBot? If RugMatBot is active. Interesting. Breakfast. Goose, geese. Bottle, link, turtle. What's a rib. Relief globes are those where you can feel mountains. Oh, etc. as they are raised over other areas of the globe. Interesting. I never knew that code with CN. I learned something new today. Bottle it up. Bottle, link, rib, wing, break maybe? Or like a 3D painting. Yeah. No, I hear you, JTS. I didn't know about that. I didn't know it was called like a relief. Makes sense. Oh, thanks, Deep Harvin. Social Security Association.gov. So what'd you find there, Deep Harvin? What's the status? Is there more going in than coming out? Or are we in more trouble than that? I don't know any more connections here, chat. Do you see any more connections? There's no way my brain's going to put it together as of right now. Thinking like goose, the plural of goose is goose. Plural of turtle is turtles. www. That's interesting that weird. So in my chat app that I use from StreamerBot tool, it cut out all the commas and everything, and it just left the www. Because it's like thought that was the link. All right, we got. I mean, there's goose, turtle, dog, rib. That can't be it. I'm thinking of like a rib as like a link between things. You know, I don't know. Bottle, turtle, goose, types of necks. Ooh, turtleneck, bottleneck, gooseneck, breakneck. That's what it is. Yeah, nice job, May. Teamwork right there. High five. Dog, link, wing, rib. What could this be? Dog bone, link bone, wing bone, rib bone. Different types of bones. Meats. Barbecue offering. Okay.
Welcome in and thanks
We're
for
on the
joining
same.
today, Roy Lacey.
We're on the same kinda. We're close to that. Tangential. Roy Lacey, happy Friday. What you win of the week if you got one there? Almost close. Almost close. Yeah. All right. Words on stream. Words on stream. Words on stream. Move this out of the way here. Why is there always an update for things on Fridays? There's a Windows update on Fridays usually. There's a Discord update on Fridays. It's like all my apps want to update on Friday. What gives? What's so why are we deploying on a Friday? Haven't we learned the lesson? You have a time. You have 10 minutes. You have 10 minutes in meetings. Okay, yeah. Let's get it going. Okay, got that set up there. Let's turn on this. Let's turn on helper. Refresh it. And my local. This one here. All right, sweet. All right, ready, chat? Here we go. Deep Harvin says more is going out than in. Uh-oh. The last report they have is for 2023, and there is a loss of a little over 70 billion. Fantastic. Wonderful. Releases. I don't know if it's a win of the week, but am in your position now. I've been offered managerial sort of position, and I'm shaky scared. Oh. Mirrorlink. Yes. Mirrorlink should be the same as always, in case you still have it handy, but I will drop it in the chat right meow. Mirrorlink. Let's pin that bad boy. Manually unpin. I gotta switch categories too. We don't have a lot of players today, huh? Just May? Congrats on that win, though, Roy Lacey, and best of luck with that. I'm not in a managerial position. Why? Did I tell you that or something? You don't know if it's the right thing since you love coding. Doing less of it and more of talking to people is against my introvertness. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, I get what you're saying now. We can talk about that. Sorry, I wanted to get that answer in the words on stream. We're gonna lose on level 1. We need one more word. One more word. There we go. Okay. So in response to what you're saying, Roy Lacey, yeah, I feel you on that. But I mean, that's partly why you. Let me put it this way. If you're worried about not coding as much, that is a valid concern, first of all. Second of all, you can still find ways to keep up with coding. Hence why I tend to do these live streams, even though, you know, people will joke and say I don't code that much on a live stream, but that's why I've been doing it or have done it in the past, is to keep my skills up and build out stuff on stream or on, you know, on my free time when I'm in the, you know, I get some motivation to go and build something or work on something, which has been really a lot lately. I've been finding I have a lot of ideas of things that I want to build out that I've been kind of tinkering with off stream. So anyway, the point I'm getting at that though, Releasey, is like, don't let that deter you in your decision, because you can still find ways to keep going. Now, will you be as sharp in your skills as you are currently when you're in it and your daily tasks require you to do it every day? That's likely not going to be the case. I'll be honest with you. Like, I don't feel as sharp as I used to be, but I'm still good. I still feel good and confident in my skills, and the key thing within this field is, as an engineer, is your ability to learn new things and adapt, right? Like, and the biggest thing to adapt to right now is like AI and LLMs. Just as like a concrete example, years ago it was like, oh, can you adapt to like IoT or like Web 2.0 or whatever, or mobile, right? Like, I've been through all these phases where you need to try and adapt to new tech, you know, kind of really having a disruption in the industry. And like, the biggest skill you can have as an engineer is being able to adapt and learn new things. And so long as you can do that, then you're always going to stay on top of your skills as an engineer. It doesn't matter what programming language you know, that type of thing. That's the more important skill, in my opinion, as an engineer, than like how well you know a programming language and how sharp you are with that, with the patterns and practices of that. That's good. I'm not trying to downplay that. Like, I think that's amazing that people go really in depth in that stuff and know these things in and out, and they can very quickly solve problems that somebody that only knows at like a surface level that technology, that, right? But the problem with that though is a lot of people get very protective of that knowledge. Because they invested so much time into a programming language, a platform, they get so attached to it, and that's what has led to in the past. I don't feel like I see it as much nowadays, but in the past there was very much this like butting of heads of like, my programming language and my tools are the best and nobody's going to tell me otherwise type of thing, right? And there's no growth mindset type of approach to technology and programming and engineering. And that, I think, is something that people that fall into this category, that's what I think that people that learn and get really good at a particular programming language or technology fall into that category, because, I mean, you think about it from their perspective, understandably so. Let me put it that out there first. You think about it from their perspective, they invested so much time into learning that thing. You don't want that to be replaced. Like, that's you tend to identify like, think about it. There's people that are like, I'm a Java programmer, I'm a Rust programmer, I'm a C# programmer, I'm a JavaScript developer, right? Like, people identify themselves that way, and it becomes part of their like actual identity when they're interacting with anybody in the world. And when it's that close to your heart like that, you don't want anything that's going to threaten that, right? Like, you're very resistant to that type of stuff. So it's very understandable in human nature for that to be the case. But and so, like, I think it's a good thing, but it's also something that I'm going on a tangent here with this, all from one way off of the original discussion, really. But I want to get that, you know, off my out the noggin into your ear holes. For anybody that's listening to this that's in an earlier stage in their career or not, or even senior people that are like, maybe they're feeling that way about earballs. Yeah, I said ear holes. So yeah, that's my 2 cents on that, Roy Lacey. So anyway, all that was a tangent on why I think the more important skill in the industry is to be able to be willing to adapt and to have a learning and growth mindset type of thing. Your ability to learn and your skills around learning are way more important. And that can be applied to anything. It can be applied to any industry, really. So, anyway, getting back to your original thing, Roy Lacey, though, like, I would really evaluate going into a position like that more so about other aspects of it and less about your coding skills. Now, all that to say, maybe you take the leap and you do decide to go that route, and then you're like, I'm really not liking this. For maybe part of the reason is because you feel like you're not coding as much. Then it's not, it's okay. Like, recognize that, own it, and then do what you need to do to work back to getting into the original type of position that you want. You can always go back to engineering. You don't have to stay in a managerial type of position. So remember that as well, right? Like, if you think it's worth a try for you in your career path and for you to grow, then give it a shot, I say. If you don't see that to be the case and you want to, you're really comfortable and you want to stay with doing what you're doing, then if it ain't broke, don't fix it, like, there's that, So hopefully that helps you, Roy Lacey. Maybe give you some comfort and less nervousness about the decision. I don't know that you were really asking for all that, but I just felt like it necessitated that kind of response from me. So let me know what you think, Roy Lacey. Deep Harvin says, I develop in VB.NET, C# and C++. I also write a lot of SQL statements in T-SQL. None of those are anything related to what I coded in when I first started back in the late. Yes, I mean, exactly. Thank you for that anecdotal evidence there about that. There's something else you shared earlier too, Deep Harvin. Code which CN says, it's my arrogance, you can't have it. Really says, I mean, yeah, I make personal projects. I still keep up with coding, what I've been doing before the job. The scary bit is the taking care of others and commanding others. Reminder, I'm like 5 years younger than most of my team. Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay, so that is a little bit different. That I don't know that I have. Well, I feel like I have a better sense of that now. Earlier on in my career, I was in a similar position to you where I was like a lead. I wasn't a manager, but I was a lead. And a lot of the other people on the team were older than me. And most of the other people were pretty kind and understanding. They would voice their disagreements with me in terms of decisions on design choices that I would make. And then we'd have a discussion about it and we'd come to a good outcome, like a compromise, or we would just go with their situation, right? Even at that younger age of mine, I was willing to do that. But I had one individual that was just, he's a nice guy. I still like him to this day. He's just very, he's one of those people where he's the loudest one in the room type of thing. And very opinionated about stuff, like very strongly opinionated about stuff. And he was older, not too much older, but older enough to where he was like, when actually, case in point, when I first met him, he was a contractor. He wasn't even an employee at the company at the time. When I first met him, he was like, oh, you're the intern? Because, before I had the beard, if I shaved the beard, you would think I would probably like a few years, well, I don't know nowadays, but when I didn't have the beard, I looked way younger than I actually was. And so he was like, oh, you're the intern? I'm like, actually, no, I'm your lead. He's like, oh, okay. So we started off on that foot, by the way. So from that experience, it's tough, Roy Lacey. It's gonna be hard. There's no skirting around it if you go this route. But maybe you get lucky and you got people on the team that, that can handle that. There's some people that are not going to be able to handle that, and there's some people that are going to be able to handle it, and they just want to, at the end of the day, do a good job. And, they'll talk with you about things that they disagree with, that type of thing. And you, in that type of position, need to be willing to hear them out too, like make sure that they're heard and that type of thing. And it's a whole new skill. It's a whole crazy skill, man, being a manager. I personally don't really, at least at the time, from the experience that I had, I didn't like it. I really wanted to just stay heads down coding. And so eventually, I went back to that. Like, it was just a short-lived, it was like for a project, I was a lead. So anyway, that's just my 2 cents on that based on my experience, Roy Lacey. Your mileage may be different. Your experience will definitely be different in various ways. But, it could be a good it could be a good learning experience for you. That's all I'm going to put out there. It's good to challenge yourself and try to get out of your comfort zone a bit. For real. Because that's how you grow. The only way you're going to grow is if you get out of your comfort zone. So, there's that aspect of it, Roy Lacey. Yeah, I've had first-hand issues with people who have been older. I found an issue on their PR and yelled at me, being like, bruh, you're 2. Swear word. Years old. Who are you to tell me that? Flashback. Okay, yeah. No, that's tough. I'm sorry that you had that experience, Roy Lacey. And that's totally not fair for that. But But here's the thing, really. See, that's a reflection of that person and not of you. So, well, you're also leaving out some context on there that I'm just assuming, having interacted with you. We'll play another round. I'm assuming, having interacted with you, that you likely left constructive feedback on that PR, and you weren't like a complete jerk to the individual and that type of thing, right? Making an assumption there in that regard. But maybe there were some things that you said in there that you could have worded differently that would have made them, right? So all I'm saying is have a little self-reflection on that a little bit, but don't put too much on you in that situation. That's more of a reflection of them and how they handle criticism. Whether it's well put criticism or not, that's another thing, right? But regardless, they need to be able to handle criticism. So, hope this all helps, Roy Lacey. May says, my words missed shows tits, but that word is not accepted. Maybe take out of dictionary. Oh, okay. Good call, May. I can do that right away. All right, COVID CN. Have a good one, man. Roy says, yeah, my last message tells the main issue. I have coding is something I will do off work anyway. I generally enjoy coding as a hobby as well, but thank you, sweet word. Okay, yeah, okay. All right, I think I'm all caught up on messages there. Good conversation. I mean, appreciate you bringing that up, Roy Lacey. You didn't take a pic. Oh, I don't think we need a pic of that word. I did update the dictionary though, off stream last weekend, I want to say. Oh, I gotta open up the right project for this though. Hold on, let me get that set up here right quick. Yeah, no, I didn't even talk that much. I had said it was better to use a different function listed, my reason, and he got mad due to me changing his function. Oh, yeah. It says after stream when you added judgment. Yeah. Yeah, I got you. All right. Where did I put that dictionary? And scripts. Yeah, there it is. All right, let's find the tits and remove that word. Oh, shoot. I need to let it save without formatting. So I want to... So something to note that I did off stream with this is this dictionary is like 80,000 plus words or something like that, whereas before we only had like 10,000 or something. It took a while for me to get it in JSON format like this. And also, you got to think, transferring this large of a file over the network can slow down a website too. So I wanted to, before I had like a new line and I had it all formatted like JSON real nice in this. And so I needed this all to be like minified essentially. So I went down to this level of it. But if I save it, because of the way I have VS Code set up, if I do like Control S, then I have it to format on save. But I can't do that because I want it to stay that way. Anyway, all right, let's get this pushed up. I removed that word, May. Thank you for the feedback. Git add dot git status. Look at that. We coded a little. We fixed something here. Commit -m was remove unsupported was word. All right, push that. That should go up. That'll get deployed in a few minutes, May. So that change should be reflected pretty soon. Did I miss anything else in chat? Last week we didn't have a techie section. Yeah. Well, anyhow, moving on from that. Thank you for the sweet words. They were quite helpful for personal reasons. Let's let it go. All right. Yeah. What are we doing today? I'm not sure yet, actually, Berlisi. Because I'm having such an off day. But I do want to do something since we didn't really get a techie section last week. All right. Continue. Y'all are doing great considering there's only a handful of us playing right now. Confer? No. Prefer? Ooh. I wonder if there's a way to use Wordle logic for encryption. You know, where you set a bunch of prior words to predict a few ones forward. Oh, okay, so let's do sleep remedy research. Do you know some stuff about that, Biocow? That's why you're bringing it up, or are you just poking fun, making a joke, being a little trolly about my current status? I meant Wordle for compression. My bad. Yeah. Said you were looking for something to do on stream. Yeah. Is N fake? I think N is fake, right? Perfect. Nice job, May. Perfect. Does anyone know that soundbite from Halo? You remember when, like, I think you had to get like 15 kills in a game without dying, and you would get perfect. Any Halo fans in the chat? No, come on. Here. Ah. We miss tree, reef, pert, crepe, crete, creep, prefect. Ah. Let's restart. Polar. Oh, I know the big word. I know the big word. I'll give you a hint. Wicked. Big word hint is wicked. There it is. Nice job, May. I want to be popular. Pupil? Yep. Wasn't sure about the spelling on that. Because pupil that I'm thinking of is P-U-P-I-L. To be honest, I never liked games that were like bullet tank, just tanking hits, no dodging or saving yourself from hits. Alright, fair enough. I did. I was. I'm not gonna lie, Royalisi. I was confused.
Start in 2 minutes on Twitch.
I was confused, but I think I got the gist of it, so that's why I was like, all right, fair enough. You like games where you gotta, there's more skill involved in avoiding getting hit. Is the gist I got out of it. Let me know if I got that correct or not. You know, because the brain ain't braining today. Corn? Confront. Nice job, Bio Cow.
An ad is about to start in 1 minute on Twitch.
That's what I was thinking, Sean. What are you doing? I thought you were in a meeting, boy. Wow, I was guessing on that. I was like, let's try it. Frodo Baggins. Meeting done. It was quick today. I'm about to leave to take wife to appointment. All right. Well, when that happens, have a good rest of your Friday and weekend, buddy-o. You know, I'm really bummed I didn't get to see you when you were at that local conference, man. Or Cecil, too. Interesting. Yeah, it'd be great. It'd have been great to see it. Yeah. It's just where that conference is, it's a little bit of a trek for me. Is that in the dictionary, BioCow? Let me double check that. Good catch if that's the case.
The ad is starting now and will go for 90 seconds.
Alright, we got. Oh yeah, wow. Why is that in the dictionary? I did it again. I need to save it without saving it. I need autosave to just do it. Good catch, BioCow. Good catch. Thank you. Are there other like foul language slurs and stuff in here? Sorry if I'm typing these. Oh yeah, there is. Those are not going to be in there, right? What dictionary did you... I forget. We did it last stream. We found like a big dictionary. Because the one that I had was like not getting a lot of the one that I had was supposed to be tailored for words on stream dictionary. And there's 205 of these. Makes me wonder if anyone here is yet to learn about cron jobs and possibly royally see. I might have it still in my browser here for the dictionary that we got. I think, oh, here we go. Is this it? Yeah. Oh, there's 58,000 lines. There's 58 to like 10. This is the words on stream bot. Yeah, so that was, and this is the one I was using. So I converted this to a comma separated. This is the one, Rugmat. I'm going to share it with you here in chat. So are there any other bad words that I didn't check I mean, I would have assumed because this is the words on Streambot that this person would have filtered this stuff out already, but I guess not. I was wrong to assume that. I mean, considering it was 3 years ago too. Female dog, so maybe not cursey word. Is it? Have you seen that actually show up in words on stream though, May? That's the question, you know. A partial file save. Must be talking to the dog. Is Jackass in there? Where you only modify like line 500 a long file? No, I have not seen it. Have you seen Jackass before, May? Or Jackasses? Whoa, Roy Lacey. Whoa. Yeah. Oh, you didn't have to do that. How you feeling?
Huh?
How you feeling? Miss Clarkio. Still taking care of me. Oh, I told her, I was like, well, you should be doing this. What are you doing? The fact that I know who those are worries me. What do you mean? Cron jobs? What do you mean, Riley C?
Welcome in and thanks for joining today, Weaver Anonymous.
Welcome in, Weaver. No, Jack. Oh, okay. I feel like that might be in there because, you know, it's like a donkey, right? But oh man, level 7 lost? All right, Sean. Have a good rest of your Friday and weekend. Thanks for hanging out and playing and chatting. Are there any other words I need to look out for here that are not good in the dictionary? I got you, yeah. Oh, yeah? You think that's in there? No, that's not in there. Okay, good. I feel like I hit the major ones at least, right? All right, pushing those changes too. Oh no. Words on stream didn't spell colorful the British way. Colorful. Spandex. Never mind. It's that word. Expand. Listening through YouTube and watching on Twitch because it's glitching. But YouTube is so far ahead of Twitch. YouTube is far ahead, like as in being live. That's interesting, May. Oh. Responding to a couple things, chat. Chat, question for you. Those of you that have a garage that then has a door that leads into your house, do you lock that door that leads into your house? I always do. I always do. But seems like society, at least in the US as a whole, tends to not do that. And I'm just like, you do, Weaver? Yeah, see? Okay. Yes, you lock it, or yes, you leave it unlocked. Biocow says no, but I also live in the woods and bears can't turn doorknobs. Okay, fair enough, Biocow. Oh man, the thought of a bear. I just pictured a bear turning a doorknob, and that. Thank you for that imagery. That also made me think there was a video floating around recently of somebody's door cam, like doorbell camera, where there's these. It was in Florida, and these two gators. These two gators were at the front door, and the one climbed up the wall and rang the doorbell. I was like, what? Leave it to Florida. Did you all see that, by the way? What? We lost that one? Ugh. What else were we going to work on this one? Where's my to-do list? GG. We're gonna keep playing because I think I'm just gonna work on this tool while we play it. When a word that uses word is cleared, no need to check for missing words. Probably do that real quick. Connections bot. You want to work on the connections bot? What are you feeling, chat? Do you want to keep playing words on stream while I work on the tool, the helper tool that you see on screen right there, or I switch to a whole new thing, either the connections bot or. I know we wanted to capture the statistics / records per player if possible. I think that would be cool to add here. Just saying we did last week. We did what? Worked on the connection bot last week? You have a question? Okay, go for it, May. Hit me with it. Like, do we have any issues on the repo for it too that we were capturing by, and I forgot to transfer it over here? You say to comment on YouTube videos, but do you answer the questions posted on YouTube? I do it periodically. Like, generally speaking, once a week is when I look through them. But I don't always respond to them right away. So sometimes I will review them and see them. Sorry, I'm thinking on two trains of thoughts at the same time. Let me pause here. So there's no issues open on here that was related to words on stream tool. I did see your, speaking of that, May, I did see your question and I just haven't gotten around to answering it. Because when I saw, like, it's one of those things, let me put it this way. I think I might have ADHD for one. And so because of that, I lose track of things, especially if I, like, for instance, a prime example of this. If I get a text message from someone that I want to put a more thoughtful response to, and this could apply to anything. I'm just using text message as an example, but I don't have the time right now because, like, I'm in the middle of something else actually, and I let myself get distracted by that text message. But the problem with that is not so much that I got the text message or anything like that. The problem is that I read it, I think to myself, I need to spend more time to put a thoughtful response to it, but I'm in this middle of this thing right now, so I'll come back to this later. But then it gets marked as read, right? And then I step into that other thing, and then something else comes up, and something else comes up, right? And then I come back later on, I just stumble upon that text message again, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I never responded, you know. So that happens all the time, May. So that's a prime example of what happened with your comment. Because I remember you asked a question about something or other. I'm looking right now, actually. Oh, wait a minute. that about? Sign in. Oh, help guide. I don't know, help guide. Where's the comments? No, close it. Okay. I'll answer you right now. So you say it's still using the CSurf module, has not been maintained anymore, and it's deprecated. So are you going to leave it in or use something else? Then the video ends. So will it be answered in the next video? So fair and valid question. The video you commented on was one of our YouTube shorts, and the YouTube shorts links to the longer form video where I do answer the question that you have. So I should have just commented saying that to you. So here's the other aspect of this. Whenever we get comments that I want to respond to, I need to switch to my personal account. But most of the time I'm reading these comments under the Sneak official account. So I don't want to respond as me on the Sneak official account. You kind of follow what I'm saying? So I tend to, that's another thing that ends up happening is I'll be like, oh, I saw that comment. I'm finishing my work on my work laptop. And then I need to go to my personal computer where I'm signed in under my personal YouTube account and respond to these comments type of thing. And then there's definitely a disconnect when that happens too. So anyway, I'll reply to you on there, but just so that you know, and you have a quicker answer than waiting on me getting back to this. If you look, let me show you actually too. I'm not signed into my YouTube here, but /sneak. And which video was that? It was one of our shorts that you commented on here. It's this one here. All right, I'm gonna make sure I'm used to pausing for a second. Oh, it doesn't do that on here. Or do we not link to the? Oh, this might be a problem. The editing team didn't set this up. It doesn't link to the main video. Of course you'd be confused by that. Oh my goodness. Let me go fix this right away. They forgot to add that. So there's a feature in YouTube for YouTube Short. Yep, that's what it is. They didn't do it. What's that one for? GPT 4.1. This one here. Let me save it. All right, so I just updated the video. So oh, this stuff is in the way. So typically at the bottom here, it'll say, hey, here's this video, the long form video for this that we can link to from this clip. Okay. It's not there right now because we forgot to add that. So that's a good catch, May. You helped me discover that. So thank you for this feedback here or bringing this up. So I'll refresh. All right, I'm going to make sure I'm using GPT-4. And now you see how there's this little play button here. This is the link to the full video. I've been on a mission to find the AI. And now you can watch the full video that has the answer for that. And in there, I believe there was a point where was it not in this video too? I'm thinking of. So we got another issue that we need to resolve. What was that clip? All right, I'm going to make sure I'm using GPT 4.1 here. I'm going to have it in write mode in Windsurf, and I'm going to give it the same prompt that we've used in past videos, which is, please create a simple Node.js web app that allows users to create, update, delete notes. It needs to be secure. It needs to be 100% safe, production ready, because if it isn't, I will be fired type of thing. Please take it seriously. So let's send this into it and see what happens. All right, like with most models, we see it's preparing things, taking notes on what to expect in terms of what are the requirements. We got stack and features. We have the security principles to apply, input validation, sanitization, authentication, cross-site request forgery protection, HTTP headers for security, rate limiting, error handling, session security, dependency management, use only trusted and up-to-date packages. I like to see that. I'm talking about that right there. And we can see it's already starting to set up a package JSON for us. We have a package JSON, which is using bcrypt. It's going to use SQLite for a database. It's still using CSurf, which is not, it's okay for cross-site request forgery, but it has not been maintained anymore, and it's basically deprecated at this point. All right, I'm going to make it is deprecated. So that's what you're talking about at the end of the video, right? So you can use CSurf, as I mentioned in the video. However, there are a couple of medium severity vulnerabilities, at least that I'm aware of. There might be more that are in that package. Well, not in that package, but in its dependencies. And the package being deprecated means like it's not going to address those. And whether or not those vulnerabilities actually impact the package is also up for discussion. But there is, to give you the full answer though, that I thought I answered in the longer form video, but I don't. I'm conflating this one with the next one that comes after this video. I don't think I cover it in this one, but I show the alternative that can be used instead of CSurf in Node.js projects, and it is CSRF. CSRF-CSRF. Now, this isn't a like-for-like feature match of the CSurf package, because this is using the double submit pattern. Which is a different approach to mitigating cross-site request forgery vulnerabilities in your applications. But it also has another package that you could use that's more of a like-for-like with the default setup for that CSurf package, which is CSRF sync. So hopefully that answers your question, May, that you had here. Make sure is that CSurf should be replaced with an alternative. One of those alternatives that's pretty good is the CSRF package or the CSRF sync package. That's the answer. And we, Sneak, need to get better about recommending those as the fix to the cross-site request forgery vulnerabilities in the code that happen up there. Anywho, thanks for bringing that up, May, and thank you for your question. And I need to go through these other shorts and make sure that they link to the right video, because that's not happening. And I need to make it. So what I do is I end up going through and double checking everything after the team publishes. Even the latest video is not linking to it, or the latest shorts is not linking to the latest. Yikes. All right, I got to talk to them about that. They were on top of it, but then they sometimes fall behind on it, I guess. Yeah, like, so the Claude ones all link. Anyway, I'll double check that. I'm not going to bore you all with it. Sounds exactly another stream I watch. No problem. No, not important questions I ask. No, it is important questions, May. You helped me notice that the problem, your question and you bringing up the question helped me notice that there was an issue with our publishing process that we have going on for the videos. It's supposed to link to the main video that the short is from, so that it drives. I don't know how to, like, I'm trying to find a way in the YouTube analytics to see how effective that is, honestly. But at the very least, it's there in case anybody does want to go check out the full video that's from that clip, Usually in the description too. They're supposed to put it in the description. And sometimes they put the wrong video in the description, which is also interesting sometimes. Let's see if this ends up going to the right one. I've been on a mission to find... that's the right one. So that's why sometimes they tend to forget to link it in the YouTube native way, because it's in the description, although not clickable for... Maybe on mobile it's clickable, but not on here. So there's another question on a different short. Oh, you have another question on a different short? What is it? Did I miss that one? I've only seen that one from you recently. I don't think I've seen another one from you. Thank you for the glow color, Deep Arvin. Yeah, I'm going through the comments right now. All the way back a month. I don't see your account pop up. What's the other question, May? Let me know. Is it held maybe? No.
An ad is about to start in 2 minutes on Twitch.
Oh, you said so post questions on videos and not shorts? I would say either one. Whichever one you watch that leads to a question, drop the question in the comments on either one. That's fine. So all good. All right, I'm gonna, while I'm waiting to hear back from you, May, on what the other question is that you have, I'm gonna spin up another game of Words on Stream because I'm gonna step away for a few minutes here and be right back. Okay. Make sure this is working. Yep. Okay. All right, I'll be right back, chat.
An ad is about to start in 1 minute on Twitch. The ad is starting now and will go for 90 seconds. Welcome in and thanks for joining today Nes_Berg. Welcome in and thanks for joining today, Burnouts. Welcome in and thanks for joining today, Dolphin Mermaid.
Open eye, feel the waves cut through me, hypnotized by the sounds I'm breathing in. Hold tight, chemicals collide. Hold tight, hold tight, hold tight, dripping
Welcome in and thanks for joining today, Pathrina. Welcome in and thanks for joining today, Nightbot.
Dang, chat. Level 33. And I forgot to put it on autopilot. You all been just doing continue on your own. Well done. We got some more folks that joined up. Dolphin, good to see you again. Welcome back. Pathrina, happy to have you here. Anybody else I'm missing? Ness, welcome back. Nice. Nice. That was interesting. Even though we got the big word. Wait, why does it say hidden letters D and A? That was interesting. The N is in soon is not in the box of the I'll be back. Yeah, I did notice that, May. Realized two things when I left that I forgot to do was put auto play on for words on stream, and then I went to the wrong BRB scene. I meant to go to the one where I have it's this one basically. This one here. So that's weird. That must be a bug in OBS. It was showing my mic still active even in that BRB scene for some reason. Thanks for the words. I got an errand. DM. See you soon. All right. Yeah, no problem, Ness. Have a good one. Appreciate you hanging out. Have a good rest of your Friday and weekend. Good luck with the errand. You didn't mind the option for us to continue? That's cool, Dolphin. He's tired. Leave Clark alone. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right, let's continue. Simple. Sniper. Spies. Fine. I don't know. Zipper. Should we have seen the new news yet? No, not yet. You'll see. You'll see in like. You'll notice when I'm on stream. You'll notice the difference. Well, yeah. Yeah, because I probably won't green screen on that stream. You'll see. Did I see the other video short? No. Did you comment on a new one, May? I think I don't know if you know. I don't know. Maybe you stepped away when I mentioned this. I only see the one from 6 days ago from you. I don't see any other comments from you in the channel history, unless it's a really old one. I'm going back 2 months. I don't see any comments. Oh. I see one where you say, thanks for explaining semantic versioning. I've always wondered what that meant. That was from 2 months ago. We gave that a thumbs up.
An ad is about to start in 2 minutes on Twitch.
Chat GPT generates outdated code. Short video has a question. Chat. It's one. It's a question from you or somebody else. You're saying. From you? Why is that showing up in the comment section on this then? Chat GPT. GPT 4.1 generates outdated code. Let me see. No, I don't see a comment there for you. It only shows a comment from somebody else. Or are you just pointing? You said it's from you though. This is from somebody else. I only see one.
About to start in 1 minute on Twitch.
Take it. This account history is out of sync. Can you sync it, please? Response. This account is now in sync. Bye, bye, bye. Nice, bio cow. Let you look again? Okay. I think I'm going to add this fix in here. If the board is cleared, no need to check for missing words. I must be doing that somewhere. Excuse me. Alright, let's restart. Ooh, so we need to determine if the board has been cleared. Ooh.
The ad is starting now and will go for 90 seconds.
Let's do this. See if I can figure out when that happens. I guess I dreamed it. Oh, okay. Fair enough. Bye. Alright, so we're testing out when we clear, if there's a way I can... well, we're going to try to do two things. We're going to have it, at least, we need to first determine when we clear a board. If we can figure out how to determine that, then... Alright, we had missing words on that one, so... See if we can clear a board. That's because May was playing by alone there. Let's try and clear this board, see if we can figure it out. Nice job, Dolphin. I'm also eating now, chat. I was responding to some stuff with the kiddo. Anything else I missed? No. Well, did we clear that board? Or no? I'll take that as a no. What's up, Beth?
Welcome in and thanks for joining today, Fucheros.
What's up, Frank? Maybe one day we'll get there, Frank. With AI. Clear, okay. So I need to see level results. Level 5 ended with 5. I guess if it ends in 5 stars, that means we don't need to. Event type or ranking turn. Oh, event type 4. Is where we can get stats. We need to take note of that. Let's put that in here. This could likely be done using data from boss event type 4 that has the following data structure. Let's capture. Oh, where did I go? Capture this. Copy object. That in there. Why is it trying to auto complete? I pasted it in, didn't I? Oh. It's a big object. That's why. Okay. I'm going to save that. Alright, so I think we can safely calculate based on whether it's 5 stars. 5 stars is only, you only get 5. Well, what if they change the game to where they change the stars again? Event type 3 is when somebody gets it correct. I think it's got to be... Well, event type 4 gives me the stars, too. So it's got to be event type 4. Data.stars. And the level results. So when I do this, get the current level stars. So we get the stars. Okay. So actually, we can just do it right here. If stars triple equals 5, stars or level completed successfully with all words found on the board. Clear. Else. And then we're going to log missing words. That's what we'll do. That should fix that at least, and then that sets us up to do the clear. I can get a sound bite put together of clear of me saying clear, and it'll just play it now. Clear. Okay, cool. It didn't try to find missing words that time. So that's good. So that results in us completing this task. Save that. And now we can do this next if we clear it. That one up. With LOL.
Get you off my mind. I can get you off my mind. Get you off my mind. So
Clear. Oh, it missed epidemic. Was it medicine or epidemic? Oh, P is fake. Okay. Clear. D is hidden.
Welcome in and thanks for joining today's Scarlet Subjects.
Welcome in, Scarlet. Oh, we went down to level 1. What happened? Clear. 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 How's that sound? All right, I'm gonna see if I can get that. Let me get this sorted out. I'm going to edit so that we can play that sound too. Clear. All right, I'm back. And I got that sound bite. I'm adding it into the project, and I just gotta play it. You lost. I'm catching up on some chat messages. Dolphin says got out on the divorce board. What does that mean? Is there a board with the word divorce? Is that what you mean? Excuse me, I just burped. With missing words, lol. What do you mean, May? Sorry, I'm losing context on some of these messages, I think. Clear, 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 clear. Oh, I said clear with the missing words. I know what you mean now. I got it. You lost on the divorce puzzle? Oh, okay. All right. Where were we? In here? What? Oh. Play the clear.wave audio file found in the public folder. Okay, let's see. We didn't close it out. Save that. All right, so now. Uh-oh, wait, it's not connecting. Dang it. Error, 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 error. Dang it, we can't test it out yet. Clear! Clear! The last puzzle, clear, but showed missing words. No pick to prove it. Ah, okay. Was it on this one, May, or was it on the one that I've been developing? Because if it was on this one, it's because I haven't pushed it. I haven't deployed it to production yet. So it's not on the production website one. So I only made the changes locally on my computer here. So whenever I'm running it in this side, it'll show that. This was a clear and it's showing missing words. Want to pick? No, I don't think I want to pick, because if it's the production one, then that's expected, because I haven't pushed those changes out yet for you to see them on your end. They will only show up on my stream in this browser right now until I push those changes. I'll show you. So let me put this over here. So you see this icon here. Man. The 3 there. The 3 means in this tool, Visual Studio Code, that I'm using, that I have 3 changes that I have not committed to the project yet. And then on top of that, there would be an indication when I commit it, that's only locally on this computer that I'm working off of. What'll end up happening is I have to push those changes to the website that's deployed, basically, and then that way it will be available. Yeah, it's not committed yet. Yep. All right, I need this to not have a connection timeout error. Can you please just work? Something with the words on stream. Maybe if I do that, it'll work. Nope. Ugh. I want to test this out. I can't get it to work though if it doesn't connect to the words on stream event.
An ad is about to start in 2 minutes on Twitch.
Dang it! Alright, I gotta stop it from running for a little while. Oh, what's this? Oh, we knew that. That's because it was not written correctly at the time. Clear.
An ad is about to start in 1 minute on Twitch.
Oh, this still thinks we're on level 14. Oh, I can't connect here either. What the heck?
Welcome in and thanks for joining today FR3CKL3D1.
Hey, Freckled. This is trying to connect still. That's why. Maybe if I close this one. I want that last one back open again. Ah! Flashbang.
Tell me where I belong. I've been searching all night. Walking these streets, it's a maze at midnight. Been talking to you, yet those days.
All right, once we get this tested out and confirm it's working, we're going to push those changes and then we'll call it a day. Well, until you all lose.
I'm a blank canvas you can paint. Draw yourself
Oh, shoot. Scarlet said BRB. Sorry.
me. It's a mystery what awaits. Oh, it's a miracle life. It's a miracle.
Burley. Burley worked. B-U-R-L-Y. Mulberry is the big word. Mulberry.
It's a miracle day.
The ad is starting now and will go for 90 seconds.
Bueller. Bluey.
You say it's all my fault. I walked away from it all. All those memories haunting our fall. A single life has come at the right time. I gave you a chance to treat me right. I'm a blank canvas you can paint. Draw yourself a future with me. It's a mystery what awaits. Oh, it's a
Nice.
miracle life.
Yeah, let's see if I can get it to connect now. Come on, baby. No whammies.
It's a miracle.
Why won't this run?
It's a miracle day.
Come on. No! Why does it do this? Words on stream. I can connect to Twitch chat, but I can't connect to the... I thought it's spelled... Berry... Berry? Not Burry? I don't know. Come on, connect to the words on stream socket, please. Well, we'll give some chat, some time for Scarlet to get back to. This is the problem, chat. I can't test this out until this timeout stuff stops. For some reason, it's telling me it's timed out.
Thank you for the 27 long months of subscribing, Night Zero Dare.
Night Coder, thank you for the 27 months resub. Appreciate you. How's it going? What's your win of the week if you got one to share? Whoa, the letter stopped rotating. Did the letter stop rotating for all of you? What is going on?
Welcome in and thanks for joining today, Night Zero Dare.
We're switching over to Convex at work, and I'm actually super excited about it. Nice. I've heard good things about Convex. There's oh my gosh, what's his name on YouTube? I'm blanking on it, but the dude talks about Convex all the time. Well, not all the time, but a lot. Web Dev Cody. Web Dev Cody. Have you heard of him? He's a fan of convex. Yeah, so the error just tells me timeout. That's it. Nice job getting to level 34 so far, chat. Come on! Socket, IO, timeout. Excuse me. Error.message. I'm logging. Timeout. Oh. What version of this am I using? Using version 2? Is there a reason I'm using version 2? I forget. I think I might be using version 2 because I can't use a newer version of Socket IO. Alright. At some point we'll be able to test this out. Stops freaking timing out. I wonder if I exit it and restart it that way. I'm gonna do that. Nope. Come on, you punk. You punk game server. Connect. No, still timing out. Dang it, man. Alright, I'm going to stop it again. We're going to stop it for a whole minute. Don't connect to nothing. Nothing on my end is connecting to it other than the browser. What is the other bot besides Q? W. QW and then the angle bracket. Like that. There's 3. Yep. So that one is like any word, hello, and then it'll repeat. RugMat bot will repeat it. Just gonna wait a second, let words on stream server like work itself out a little bit, and then hopefully, oh, let me refresh this so it stops trying to, yeah, stops trying to connect. Nice job getting to level 34 though, chat. Big props, big props. How's everybody's week been? Any wins of the week? Those of you that maybe are not familiar with that, do exclamation point WOTW in the chat. Tell me what your win of the week is. You have to go vote today. Nice. Can we restart or want to wait? I want to wait just like a little bit longer, Dolphin. We'll get started really soon, I promise. Because I just wanted to give it a chance to let me, while I'm working on the tool, to be able to connect to the words on streams game, because it's not able to connect for some reason. This happens from time to time when I keep trying to connect and connect and connect and connect. So yeah. Well, congrats on going to vote today. You forgot to get good, Brian.
Get good, Brian.
There it is. There it is. All right, let's give this a shot. I feel like it should have been a good enough amount of time. Actually, can we run it without Astro? Do I have it? No, I have it locally. So MPX Astro. And I want it to run without watching though. Is there a way I can do that? Interesting. Preferences, sync preview, info, docs, dev. I'll just run it normally. npm run. Oop. All right, we got this running. Let's see if we can go here. Don't give me errors. Don't give me errors. Damn it. The heck do I got to do to get this thing to work again? All right, we'll start it so you all can keep playing at least. It's interesting, the production one right here next to me is working fine though. I can't get it to connect here. Why does it keep timing me out? I can't test this out. It won't let me. It just keeps timing out. Look at this. 11 times now. Somewhat GraphQL unauthenticated. Where's this even coming from? Twitch? Chat? I don't care about that.
Welcome in and thanks for joining today, Sherwina.
Sherwina, good to see ya. Welcome back, welcome back. Oh, it's working! It's working! All right, clear the board. We gotta clear the board. Clear the board. I want to hear yell clear. All right, we can easy level 9. Piece of cake for all of us here, right? Oh, though we joined level 9 in the middle of it though. It finally connected to the server in the middle of level 9, so it's not going to detect that we cleared properly. Oh, it might. Ooh, error playing audio not supported. Failed to load because no supported source was found. Do I got to convert it to an MP4? Or MP3 rather? Because it's a WAV file? I can do that. I can do that. That's no big deal. No big deal. I'll do that. All right, you all keep playing. I got to get that squared away. You can do that. Okay. All right. I have an MP3 now. Right here. Okay. BRB. Okay, Scarlet. And we need dot wave. Where is that? Right here. Right here. MP3. Save that. Clear. Okay, hopefully it connects good and no problems again. I don't know. Yes, okay, it connected. Sweet. Yes, yes, yes. It's working. Okay, clear the board. Let's clear the board. Level 19 we gotta clear. Oh boy. Carpe diem. Clear. Clear. Carpet. Carp? Taylor. Place. Keeper. Caller. Racer. Race. Place. What'd you get? Creel? Really? Dang, what is it? What's the hidden letter? Layer? Laser? Arc clean? Wait. N is... Oh, N is hidden. Okay. Carlene? Karen? Cleaner. Leaner. Leaner. Lane. Lance. No! Alright, well, that's fine. We can restart and clear level 1 real fast. Let's go. We gotta test out this. We gotta test this out. Silly? Sidley? What the heck is this one? Stylist? Oh. Stilt. Ah. Stilts. Let's do this. Ooh, we're almost there. We're almost there. We're gonna hear me yell clear. It should just automatically play clear. Come on. There we go. Clear. Failed to load because no supported source was found. What is it trying to do? Let's see if the audio file is even there. So if we go localhost. Wait, how are we referencing thing? It's, oh. That might be why. Wait, it's... Oh, that's the file. Dodo. Oh, come on. It's got to be like that, right? Oh, no. Oh, man. Oh, boy. Oh, goodness. Oh, my. Lanta. How do we reference the CSS files? Assets? Like, how do I...
Oh boy, oh goodness me, oh wow.
It's gotta be like base layout. Oh, I will get this right. I will eventually. How do we get... Okay, assets. Old posts. We just do /clear. It should be there. /clear.mp3. Yeah, that should be the way it goes. Hopefully it's still working. No, you mother trucker, you. Let's see if I can just go clear.mp3. Clear. Yeah, okay, so it's there. Does wave work? Why did I convert it for no reason? Clear. I converted it for no, I didn't need to convert it. Whatever. Okay. Ah. Oh. Dope. Face palm. And now we're getting connection timeout. Son of a biscuit. Please. Please, Lordy. Oh, please. Of course. I figure out the problem and it's like, nah, timeout. You booger. Well, we can delete that one. We don't need that anymore. And then I kind of want to put this in the assets folder. I'm going to say /assets. Save that. Now that should work.
An ad is about to start in 2 minutes on Twitch.
Play. Yeah. What was your question, Nightcoder? Is a Triscuit the son of a biscuit? Oh, yeah. Yeah, yeah. What if I go like incognito mode, maybe?
An ad is about to start in 1 minute.
Yeah, incognito worked. Kind of. Oh, it's working. Okay, this might work now. All right, clear the board. Oh, we can't clear the board. We got to beat this level and then clear the next one. Maybe? No? It should work. Because it's going based on the event, not about how many words we get. We gotta go. We gotta get 5 stars. Get 5 stars. Come on, 5 stars. Yes. Clear. It worked! Oh, I gotta be quiet. Mrs. Clark was taking a nap. All right. Oh, my goodness. A simple little audio file play. Did you hear it, May? Are you happy now? Is everyone happy? It says it's me yelling clear whenever we clear the board. And it happens automatically. Oh. All right. I'm pushing those changes because I got to get going. I got to pick up the kiddo. That was fun, exciting, exhilarating. Oh, you all got to finish playing. You heard it? Yes? Okay. All right. You all can finish playing. I'm going to get, what do we got change-wise? What's happening? Was helper. Yeah, we added that. That's right. Oh, we want to get rid of that. We want to undo that one. Good thing I didn't push that. We're gonna say git add everything and git commit -m was. What else did we do here? What else did we do here? Right there. Add clear sound effect. sound. And fix bug. Yeah, that's a good
The ad
commit
is
message.
starting now and will go for 90 seconds.
All right, pushing it to production. Bada bing, bada boom. Pushing it to production on a Friday. We're gonna close all this. We finished that one, so I'm gonna close that, archive it. Now that is done. That is cool. We did it. We did it. We did it. Hooray. Yeah, we did it. We did it. Okay. We're done. We are done. 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 Now you all can keep playing, and I can... What are we doing there? What's that? Oh, we can look at the build. Let's see if it finishes. It did, so it's in production now, May. It's in production, so if we go... Actually, I think if we paste that, so we say... We want that one, that's not gonna work. If we go here, archeo.com, if it connects ever, and timeout, of course. Maybe if I do it incognito again. Nope. Oh, there we go. Yeah, incognito seems to work. I don't know what it is. All right, note to self. Go to incognito window. Oh, no, I didn't need to do that, I guess. You clear it again, it'll play clear. Ooh, I wonder if I refresh the one... Ooh. I wonder if the browser source... Does the browser source have audio in there? It does. So, if... does this... Wait. Control audio via OBS. Let's see. Did that edit? It did. Okay. So, the WAS helper, which is this one in production right here, if I... Once we're done with this level, if I refresh it, it should play the clear sound effect for me. HELOC. Home equity line of credit. Ah. All right, well, that's actually works out because I got to get going anyway. F's in chat. F's in chat. Hey, nice job. Big shout out to everybody that played. No, we're not going to restart. Cancel that. Turn that off. Big shout out to Dolphin, Scarlet, Rugmatbot, May, Nightbot, Stream Elements, Clarkio, BioCow, and Nightcoder for playing those last rounds there and sticking around all this time. Appreciate you all hanging out. We do we see the news next week? Probably not. Probably not. Maybe the week after. Well, I don't know. Maybe. We'll see. We'll see, May. You'll see. You'll know. It'll be like... All right, let me put it this way. You'll definitely know by June. You might know it within May. You might see. You aren't leaving the stream? No, I'm not going to leave the stream up, Dolphin. If you all had continued on playing there and I had to go, I was going to leave the stream up. But being that you failed, it actually worked out nicely there. So sorry about that. If you wanted to keep playing... if you have someone you want me to raid to, though, Dolphin, that does play Words on stream, I'm happy to do so. I'll take recommendations there. All right. Alrighty-o, Clarkio. All right. I appreciate you all. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you for the follows, the resubs, the bits today. If you were just hanging out, playing Words on stream, or lurking in the background, or just chatting, having conversation with us earlier, I appreciate that. You shared a win of the week. Thank you for for everyone that contributed to the stream today. Appreciate it. I will be back next week. That will be May 9th. I'll be back right here at 12:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, U.S. Eastern Time, that is. And you can follow along on Twitch. If you're not doing so already, be sure to click the follow button. If you're watching over on YouTube, like and subscribe so you don't miss out on the future streams. And I will see you all next week. If you want to keep in touch or any updates to the schedule, the best place to find that out and keep in touch with me is Discord. I'm not as active as I used to be on social media and don't really post that much.
Welcome in and thanks for joining today, Clarkio.
Oh, hey, thanks for joining today, Clarkio. Fancy seeing you here. So, yeah, join up there if you'd like. You can share your Wordle results, connections results in there, and we have fun with that. We have a bot around that too, if you do. Especially if you like playing words on stream, you probably play Wordle, right? Right? I don't know. I would think so. Maybe you don't know about Wordle. Check it out. All right. On that note, though, appreciate you all. The pack is doing words. Okay, we'll go to the pack next. Thank you for the recommendation, Dolphin. So is barely hair. Okay, we'll start with the pack and see if that works out. If not, we'll go barely hair. Thank you for the recommendations, Dolphin. All right, everybody. Appreciate you all. I hope you have a good rest of your Friday and weekend. Thanks again for everything. Barely hair will be better. Okay. Biocast says, thanks, Clark. I appreciate your streams. Have a good weekend. Yes. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And thank you for putting up with my me being a little bit off my game, especially earlier on in the stream. And you know, hopefully we'll be back to good sleep schedule next week. Okay. All right. Peace out, everybody. Have a good one.